Welcome to Homebrew Magic, a video series about EDH where we do our best to build unique, fun, or just plain silly deck lists to play against each other, followed by a breakdown of how they did so we can all learn and get better at this game that we love.
Introducing Nelson.
Alright, so I'm bringing back a deck I have not played in a while, but I want to play more often, and that would be my Saheeli Surprise deck. So I'm bringing back Saheeli the Gifted. We're trying to discount big dumb spells, because this is a really, I think, underrated card from, was it Commander 18 when they were all Planeswalkers?
Yeah.
It's like her, Windgrace, Estrid the Masked, and Aminatu, I believe.
Sounds right.
So yeah, I love this Saheeli. Really, we're just here for her, if I need it, her first +1 to create a servo token. But really the second one is +1. The next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control as you cast it. So we want artifacts, and we want to discount spells.
So I should have brought me
I was going to say, artifact hate, artifact hate.
No, I built Disa, the Restless. This is the Lurgoyf commander.
Nice.
So I have an extra Tarmogoyf here just because she makes Tarmogoyf tokens.
Nice.
So rather than going, what's a Tarmogoyf token? I threw an extra one into just the pile for her extra crap. But for those who don't know, she is a 5/6 human scout for 5. Yeah, new sleeves. And whenever a Lurgoyf permanent card is put into my graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, put it on the battlefield.
Oh my god.
Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token.
What colors is she?
She is black, red, green.
That is a sweet.
But those are
jump
really good colors for putting stuff in your graveyard.
Wait, hold on.
The best colors.
Decent. We'll see. And again,
Hold up.
there is a precon for her. I have not looked at the list. I'm very curious after this game to see A, how mine does, and then B, how much crossover there is. Other than the obvious, run all like 20 fucking
All the
Tarmogoyfs.
Goyfs.
But anyway, Teach.
What up, Hi Mind? It's your boy Teach. Tonight I'm bringing back a fairly recent deck.
Woo!
It is Tanazir Quandrix. What do you mean, boo? Boo you.
I generally boo most of your commanders because
You're really good.
This is my +1/+1 counters deck. The reason I'm running it tonight is because I finalized the list and I was getting ready to purchase all the cards, and that's when I decided to go through the Thunder Junction list, and there's a shit ton of cool +1/+1 counters things in there, and that made me mad because I just settled on a list before looking at that. So I ran it a couple times before putting Thunder Junction cards in there, but they're in there now, and I want to see them because they seem super cool for this kind of deck.
Sweet.
Go, Chris.
I took my old dice rolly deck. That was fun, but got kind of old. There's only so many dice rolling cards, and turned it into a partner deck. Krark and Random Blue Commander. We call this deck Krark's Casino Games. Everything in this deck involves, well, majority of the deck involves things of chance. Dice rolling and coin flipping and occasional randomness and mini games like Clash and
I like it.
just weird little fun
This
thing.
will be fun.
my deck curves real low, so don't clash with me. Or do, and I'll only hit the fucking Blasphemous Act every time.
I had the high roll. I start this game. Draw for the turn.
I don't know why, but Chris's intro of I took my dice rolly deck and turned it into reminded me of Mitch Hedberg. For some reason, I took my dice rolly deck and it inspired me to write a movie about a gorilla.
That's kind of what I did, wasn't it? I'm going to play a mountain and pass to Nelson.
I will draw for the turn.
Right, you're a comedian. Can you act? Can you bake? Bake me a cake.
I will play this Darksteel Citadel as my land for the turn. Artifact count 1. Go Chanel.
Don't bring that cake
Quick,
eater
destroy
around here
it.
no more.
No, I won't be popping anything yet, but we will lead off with a Death Cap Glade. ETB's tapped unless I control 2 or more of the basic lands. Don't get fucked, Chanel. Go ahead, Teach.
Draw this guy.
Also, I'm glad I didn't settle on my squirrel riding a frog playmat because that was in contention for this evening.
Me too. I'll play a snow-covered forest and pass to Chris. Right.
This is one of the slowest opening rounds we've had in a
That's
while.
interesting.
Fair magic.
I did mull down to 6, so that's my
Shivan Reef. I will pay 2 mana,
Blue is 6
cast
mana.
a Fellwar Stone, and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn.
As I was doing the final touches on this deck this afternoon, I realized I should not run 2 Fellwar Stones.
We probably wouldn't notice.
I had a new printing and an old printing, and I thought they were completely different cards for like an hour.
I think you've done
Go
that once
Chanel.
before.
I have, and that's why I always try to upload my decks to Architect before I get into it, because
Gives you that sweet red border.
yeah, it just goes, hey, you know you shouldn't do this, right? And I go, oh shit,
Looks at the red board and he's like, yep, good card.
great. That's why we're running it.
Architect knows.
MVP.
Cinderglade. And then we will green into another Rampant Growth. Search my library for a basic, put it on the battlefield tapped, then shoot him.
So much for fair magic, boys. He's rampant.
You know?
Fellwar Stone over there.
True.
Yeah.
It's you and me, Nelson. You and me against the world.
We'll
Hold
grab
it down.
a Swamp, and as I shuffle pass, we'll pass Siege.
I will draw this. Oh.
Don't draw this, draw that.
I will play a snow-covered island. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Nelson, our alliance is broken. I'm going to play Bloom Tender.
Fucking got him.
Oh, alright.
It's you and me and Chris and Chanel against the world. Us 3. Go, Chris.
Because Nelson
Drop
is
a
your
turn.
world.
Yes. That was a sweet spin on it.
At
I
least
like
it's
it.
worth it. At least my death will be sweet.
I'll tap the Fellwar Stone for blue. Thank you, Snow-Covered Island. And a red.
What? How dare you?
I will
also
cast.
have a regular.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one earlier. Thank you.
It's alright. I'm his world, not yours.
I will cast Sorcerer Class. When this enters the battlefield, draw 2, then discard 2.
I like that card.
Whoa.
what's
So,
this
just so you
card?
guys are aware, when I build decks, a decent chunk of it is just me rifling through boxes until I find shit and go, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool. So there's a tranquility in here just because I was
Hell
going
yes.
through some old stuff and it's like,
I love it.
yeah, no, I should really run a fucking tranquility. There's also a Chronicles card in here that I'm
Boy.
really, really hoping kills one of you.
And I will also
I'm
discard.
currently racking my brain now.
Yeah, no, if
like
it
it.
shows up, it will be, oh.
Whisper Silk.
Wow.
Tap the Shivan Reef for a colorless
What's the other one? Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. And I will cast a Soul Ring.
Chivas.
Isn't that a Pokemon move?
Yes.
Pass to Nelson.
Universe is beyond.
My
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn. Chris, your Shivan Reef looks neat, so I'm gonna play 1 2.
Sweet.
He just activated a Fetterwash type.
I'm gonna pay 3. I'm gonna cast me a Foundry Inspector. Artifacts, artifact spells I cast cost 1 less to cast. Go Chanel.
Untap.
Now we're all ramping.
Woo!
Now we're all friends.
I believe in us.
But Nelson's still my world.
Oh, it's the best day ever.
Land for the turn will be my Shadowblood Ridge.
Sorry.
I know.
Rings true.
I mean, this. What about the Death Cap Glade?
That's true.
We will tap this glade for
This
a
is
green.
a funny name too.
Adventurous Impulse. Look at the top 3 cards of my library. I may reveal a creature or land from among them and put it in my hand. The rest on the bottom of my library in a random order.
Is that Dominaria?
Yes.
Excuse me.
There's some cool shit in that set.
Yeah, we are gonna grab this mountain, put it in my hand. I've already played land of the turn. It was a funny one.
We're terrible people.
We are. Can't do anything else quite yet. Pass to Teach.
Untap. It's so chilly over here.
Sorry, I have the AC going.
Land for turn will be another snow-covered forest. Then
Is that your joke?
no.
Oh.
Then I will cast a Mystic Remora.
Was that your joke?
No. What joke? There's no joke. I'll kill you. Chanel, I'm gonna attack you for 1.
In response,
Kill you slowly over the course of 40 turns.
accept it. 39.
Past Chris.
Now I am safe from being targeted as I'm not life leader.
Untap.
That's how the game works.
It's not an official rule, but it is a rule I like.
It's really like. Mr. Cross me.
Unless you fucking cry. Unless you fucking awesome. Fucking help me.
I didn't take one from tapping my Shivan Reef either.
Oh.
You tapped it for colorless.
Oh, you're right, I did. Good call. I thought I used it to cast this, but then I remembered I used the Felber Stone. Alright, I didn't want to be a cheater. I also didn't want to be life leader.
Yeah. I don't want to be a cheater, so
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'm just gonna
down to
take-
20.
Yeah,
Down to 20.
Hold on, boys. I was the last one here, so I started a penalty.
Before combat.
I forgot to take 38 over the last several turns. From what? I just forgot.
It was a thing. You clearly forgot as well.
I will cast Feywild Trickster.
That gives you fairies, or you roll
It's
with
a 2/2, and whenever I roll one or more dice, I
Okay.
create the Fairy Dragon token of flying. Then now I will pay 2 mana, and I will cast Krark the Thumbless.
Hey, it's here.
He is a 2/2 Goblin Wizard. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery, I flip a coin. If I lose the flip, the spell goes back to my hand. If I win the flip, I copy the spell and may choose new targets for the copy.
I'm just realizing now when we did our Commander Legends sealed challenge way back when that came out, Krark and Malcolm were my commanders.
Nice.
for the deck I built.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wunderbar.
Pass to you.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep. Draw. Maintain. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna pay -1 and then multi-kicker 2 twice. And I'm gonna cast Everflowing
Yeah.
Chalice.
That's a non-creature. I'm drawing a card.
It's got 2 counters on it.
Yoink.
I will.
Doesn't he
then-
have the option of paying 4?
He does. Nelson, do you want to pay the 4?
Do you want to pay the
I
4?
do not want to pay the 4.
All right. I get another card.
I forgot to draw an extra one.
Go Schnell.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. There's that mountain I previously had, so we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Disa the Restless.
Go away, Goifen.
Go away, Goifen. I think I named this one You Should All Be Running.
Ah, nice. That's a deep cut
Clever,
right there.
clever.
That's
I
a
like
good
it.
one.
Yep, she doesn't have haste or anything. She's a 5/6. Go a teach.
5/6.
5/6 for 5. A decent body.
Yeah.
Untap.
Also, riding the OG Lurgle, which is not in this deck because I don't fucking own one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Somehow, I looked through every single possible printing.
I think I have a bunch of 5th edition ones. I should have brought one. I'm sorry.
I even checked through. I have a box of about 100 or no, 500 or 600 gold bordered cards because it was in the 1997 like championship deck
Yeah.
lists. Yeah, I even looked through there. Didn't have one.
Field of Ruin.
Field of Ruin is my last turn.
Ruin.
Green.
I will just go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll cast Danny Pink.
Danny, he's a teacher.
Danny, he is. He's a mentor.
Ah.
Creatures I control have. Whenever one or more counters are put on this creature for the first time each turn, draw a card.
Oh, that seems good.
It's alright. I have one counter here. I did pay for it. Pass turn.
Untap. Drop a turn.
Okay, creature. So one. That's got it.
Yep.
Otherwise, that'd be really fucking cool. Like
With Mystic Aurora.
age counter. I get it. I get to draw a card, and then I don't have to pay the age. And then
4/5. I will cast Zinder Split. Eye of Wisdom.
He's a homunculus.
He is. There is a cast trigger. When this creature enters ATB, I should say trigger, I may put Okayan into my hand from my library, then shuffle.
It's a battle bond, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those fellas.
There he
There
be.
it is.
Which I do appreciate that they linked them in the boosters, so that if you got one, you got the other.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I liked that set.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't. I liked it. I thought it was
A
cool.
lot of people are stupid.
I agree. I agree.
Cut.
Battle bond was cool.
Then I will go to combat. Zinder Split. triggers. At the beginning of combat on my turn, flip a coin until I lose a flip. For the purposes of this, I will choose heads for everything tonight. It's a heads.
Is that Bill Murray?
President.
It is. It's James
James
Monroe.
Monroe.
I pulled that one out of the change jar because I've never seen a non-Sacagawea one of these weird dollar things before.
Nice.
And I flip until I lose a flip, so that is one win. Whenever a player wins a coin flip, draw a card. So I draw. And
When does
Hold on 1 second.
Thumbless make you flip for things?
when I cast an instant or sorcery.
Okay.
Alright, so ETB is
Yep.
when you flip.
No, beginning combat.
Yeah. In combat, whenever you want to flip, draw a card. At the beginning of combat, on your turn.
Flip a coin until you lose a flip.
Okay, so technically you're going to flip
Until-
until you
and then
lose,
draw them all
and
at
then
the
draw
same
that
time?
many. Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. So 1.
We did it!
We got
Rules lawyer.
Are you attacking?
I do not know the answer to that just yet. Nope, I am not.
Okay.
I'm done.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, and draw for turn.
Gosh.
I will pay -1 to cast a Jeweled Lotus.
Would you like to pay an additional 4?
4 for a Jewel Lotus. You'd be stupid not to.
But it could be a bow. No, I shall not pay the 4.
Ooh, there he is.
I shan't.
There's my boy.
Shan't pay none. Alright, so I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This if I want to cast a commander. Alright, what do we want to do? I will pay 4 colorless, and I will cast a Mirror Works. Whenever another non-token artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, create a token that's a copy of the artifact. No, I will not pay the 4. Hello?
I saw the curtain move behind you. I'm like, one of the cats is being a fucking spaz.
I will pay 4, and I will cast Master Transmuter. 1/2, I can pay a blue and tap it to return an artifact I control to its owner's hand. To put an artifact from, or I may then put an artifact card from my hand out of the battlefield. So if I want to save something and don't have an artifact, I can still do it. There are no good attacks. Move to second main. Sorry, move to combat. Leave combat. Second main. End step. Go show.
Nice. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay. Go to combat. As Nelson stated, there are no good ones. So, Nelson, 5/6 coming at you. Commander damage.
Yeah, and if it hits me,
I get a Goyf.
you get a Goyf.
What kind of goy?
Tarmogoyf.
Well, Transmuter, you had a good run. I would block. Doesn't have trample, right?
It does not.
I would block.
Very surprising. Very surprising. Second main. Black, and 2 for a Liliana, Waker of the Dead. She comes into play with 4 loyalty counters on her. I will +1 her. Each player discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. I will be discarding Polygoyf. When a Lurgoyf permanent is put into my graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, put it on the battlefield.
Gross.
So I get a Polygoyf.
I will discard Blink of an Eye.
We have to discard now?
Yep.
Okay.
So, sorcery, instant, creature.
I have
Artifacts.
sorceries and artifacts. Discarded an Iron Mastiff.
Liliana is not a creature. It was a draw.
Oh, yes. You
I will discard.
The Polygoyf is currently a 4/5 trample myriad.
I guess I'm going to discard Machine Pope.
5/6.
Scrap Savant.
Okay. That was second main. Pass to Tej.
2, 3, 4, 5. Untap.
Doesn't this tap for 2 currently?
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Upkeep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chris, you're a good man.
Did you try?
Chris is a good man. Nelson's my world. Chanel, it's not looking good for you.
Fine.
Got some work to do.
Oh, but I have to pay 2. That's how that works.
Let me help you. You know
No,
that
no.
too. I just
No.
His upkeep is cumulative. What the fuck?
I will sacrifice the Mr.
What a
Good
shitty fish.
Oh, enchantment.
Draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can anyone do anything about polyglyph?
How big is it?
6/7.
It's a 6/7 trample myriad.
2, 3, 4,
When it
5.
hits you, I get a goif.
That is going to give me a Tanazir Quadrix. When Tanazir Quadrix enters the battlefield, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature I control. Danny Pink, good work.
Got him.
Land for turn. Yes.
It's a 6/7.
Yeah.
So it's just a Tarmogoyf.
It's a
but it has trample.
Trample
Myriad.
and myriad, yeah.
Oh boy.
A lot of the new goifs are just Tarmogoyf with.
I know some of them are just your graveyard and some are every graveyard.
Yeah, that's the older ones are.
We're all graveyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will read all of them as we read. This is equal to the number
So
of
now it's
card
on me to
types.
pay attention. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
all cards in all graveyards.
I am going to move to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to discard Pongify.
Great deck. You could really use a land here.
What?
I'm discarding Pongify.
Wow.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
No.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
What why?
But why, Papa? Also, side note, I liked how you guys all discussed sitting in a different order, and we just didn't.
Sat on our
Yeah, we should. I'm sorry.
No, you don't apologize.
I feel bad about it. Shivan Reef, I'm tapping for a red. Felwar Stone for a red.
Take your damage before you forget.
I would remember that shit a couple turns from now. 2,
When it
so
didn't
red,
have-
and
have
2.
You're looking over at my card a lot while you're casting shit.
Or creatures. Alright, I am going to cast Indomitable Creativity. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. X is 2 here. I'm going to target the Poly, who's it?
Okay.
And what else can I destroy?
Nelson has artifacts. Tej has
Creatures.
creatures.
Probably your Bloom Tenor.
Alright, I have a response to that. I'm going to cast Pongify. Slip out the back.
Okay.
Put a +1/+1 counter on my Bloom Tender, and then it phases out.
Me burping all day.
Does that fizzle the whole spell?
It should. How many targets?
2.
Oh no, it shouldn't because it's not. Nah.
No, because there's still a legal
Yep,
target.
Okay. Alright.
If all legal targets were no longer legal, then
Well,
this
you have to
all
win the
deserves-
flip though, so it's not.
Yes, I have to win the flip here.
Hopefully.
I was waiting for that part for him to just go, okay,
Yeah,
they're
remember, I cast an
Polygoy.
instant or sorcery, so
And then
I
I
have to
go,
Yep.
fucking nope.
flip. So heads will be. Oh wait. It is a heads.
Damn it, boomer.
So it does get doubled. The X it gets doubled, right? So it's 2 for each. Like that's
Correct.
static. All right.
So then with the second one, can you just pop it again?
Well,
What's our turn? Or what's our timing here?
cast that. He declares his targets when it's cast. That would trigger.
Yes.
So before that trigger goes off, I can still do this.
Yes.
That happens.
And then I will target
And I draw a card from Danny Pink.
your commander and your commander.
Wow, fuck us, I guess.
Yes.
I won a flip, so I draw a card with Cinder Split.
We get it.
But the good news is, for each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of his or her library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles that card. Those players put the exiled cards onto the battlefield and then shuffle their libraries.
Okay.
So you get the first 2 artifacts and/or creatures you see, as do you. Well, 1.
For each permanent destroyed, so I'm not going to get one from you.
Yeah, but you will for the commander.
So, I'll resolve mine.
Yep.
No.
Shuffle the libraries.
Creature, Universal Automaton.
Reveal cards. Got it.
The reveal cards go where?
You're
gonna shuffle.
nothing. You're going to
Okay.
shuffle them back in.
So, first resolution is a Universal Automaton. It's a Goyf. Second one will be...
I need one of those.
Handled the.
There. Yep. Talisman of Resilience. And then shuffle everything back in.
Yes.
She sees the day you feel dead.
None of your business.
I get a Sanctum Weaver.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
That's a card trick.
I did not draw
That's
another
awesome.
land yet. I'm done. Best turn. Yeah, 7 cards in hand.
Untap. Upkeep and draw for turn.
He's gonna be real pissed when I get real pissed at him. Again, I think I'm only I only have 18 creatures that are legally Lurgoyfs.
I'm going to crack my Jeweled Lotus for 3 red, and then I will pay a blue. I will cast my commander. She enters with 4 loyalty counters. I'm going to pay a red and a 1, and I'm going to cast Goblin Bombardment.
Bombardment.
Sacrifice a creature to have Goblin Bombardment deal 1 damage to any target.
Hey, what's bombarding me?
I'm going to +1 Saheeli in order to create a servo, so I'll get that token in a second.
Tom Servo.
That will be. Well, actually, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll get a servo. Then I will end my turn. Passage. No.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Do I recast my commander? Okay. We will go 1, 2, 3 for a commander sphere. I will click up Liliana. Everybody discard a card. Anyone who can't loses 3 life.
I will discard Rogue's Passage.
I will discard Farseek.
I will discard Hoarding Ogre.
And discard Vandal Blast.
And then we're going to go with a black and unearth Polygoyf.
Boo earns.
Turn target creature card with convert mana cost 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. It's Polygoyf. Land, instant and sorcery, enchantment, creature, planeswalker. Anything else in
Artifact.
graveyards? Artifact.
Yep.
So we're already past what the dice.
Polyglot is going to be a real problem.
7/8 Trample Myriad over there. At least it's got summoning.
It's summoning sick at the moment. Yeah, that's all I got. Go.
Bloom Tender comes back.
Also, I was hoping to make more Goyf tokens because I've printed up a bunch of these Goyf dice.
Draw. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will.
You okay with that, Big Cat?
Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards.
We're doing good.
I'm going to play my new
Still
friend.
able to cast things.
Bristly Bill, Spine
Thank you for
Sower.
discarding that Vandal Blast.
Bristly Bill
You're welcome.
is a 2/2 plant druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield on my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. My land for turn will be this Guildless Commons.
That works good with Danny Pink.
It does. Guildless Commons enters the battlefield. Return a land I control to my hand. I'll return the Guildless Commons. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on, let's say Danny Bank.
Daniel Pink.
I'm going to draw a card.
I
2, 3, 4,
forgot to
5.
flip back at the beginning of combat. I'm done.
You get there. Or you won't.
All right, well,
Watch it happen.
history says I probably won't.
I'm going to... There's a lot going on, and I don't like any of it.
Don't board wipe. I'm almost out of ways of recurring polywipe.
I will not board wipe. I will
Destroy target
instead...
polywipe.
No. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to cast Kodama of the West Tree.
Oof.
3/3 reach. Modified creatures I control have trample. Whenever a modified creature I control deals combat damage to a player, search my library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Now board wipe.
no, not board wipe. You blockers.
Oh yeah.
You
1/1
blockers.
and a 7/6.
You blockers. You're my world. So I'm just gonna pass on that.
Alright, pass on my world.
Untap.
No. Pass on that statement.
Yes.
So you did pass.
I did, yes.
Gosh darn it. I will move to combat. Again, coin flipping. One hits. One hit.
One hit wonder.
Alright. 2 red. I will cast Power Balance. New card for this deck. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost if the 2 spells have the same mana value.
Nice.
What's that from?
MH3.
3.
Then I will cast a Swiftfoot Boots.
Yes.
And
it's
pass turn.
the red power or the red counterbalance like reskin thingy. Instead of countering, it just lets you do shit for free.
Untap, upkeep, draw for turn.
I know that casting this will probably make it a land on top of my deck.
I mean, here's hoping that you don't get any value because you killed my polygon. Okay. Any bottle cap under the die indicates an increase in facet
Got it. Checks out. Like your logic.
because it's not a +1/+1 counter.
I'm going to pay 2. And I'm going to cast Dockside Extortionist.
Alright,
Ooh.
cast trigger.
1, 2, I have 3.
I reveal the top card of my library. This does not cast 2. Cost 2. I don't get it.
So Chanel is 3. How many
1.
artifacts and enchantments do you have?
1.
You have...
Sanctum Weaver.
Oh, I thought you had one more artifact too.
Nope.
Okay, so you have... Okay, so that's 4. How many do you have?
5.
That's 9. Okay.
It's a decent amount of shit.
That ain't bad. Let someone else Vandal Blast now. Alright, so I've got 3...
To be fair,
sorry, 9 treasure tokens.
I don't Vandal Blast in this deck. I believe I have Brotherhood's End.
I'm going to use 4 treasure tokens. And I'm going to cast Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. And actually, he might be coming out of this deck. He's been a question mark for a while, and I just realized he doesn't work with Mirror Works because that's in each ability of an artifact you activate costs 2 less, and Mirror Works is triggered because it's whenever it enters. So
That is correct.
Cast trigger. Reveal the top card. It costs 4. I get to cast it. When I cast it,
he balanced your power.
He did.
I roll a d20.
I did. We did. Conrad.
I rolled a 20.
Nice.
Tap all creatures your opponents control. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap steps.
Damn it.
Nice.
Until your next turn, creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
Thank you.
I rolled 1.
Sir, did you flip your coin for casting
Oh,
it?
nope, you're right. Good call.
Yeah, good call.
Tails.
Hey,
Goes to my hand.
Okay.
Even worse.
Yeah, he gets to do it again later.
Well, actually, they don't have.
Yeah, they are tapped now.
God damn it. So I didn't even roll the die because I didn't cast it, technically.
No, you cast it.
You did cast it.
Oh, so I
But
did
did
roll
it
the
roll-
die.
Krark said nope. Yes,
Well,
you did roll the die.
You did not roll the die.
Oh, no,
Because
'cause
on
that's-
resolution is when you roll the
Resolution,
die.
yeah, you roll,
Okay.
yeah. Good call.
Okay.
Alright, so
Way to play a complicated
We're
deck.
all learning.
plusing Saheeli. Oops, I erased this guy. He was a one. I touched him. Sorry,
I touched him.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Thomas. Thomas T. Servo. Alright. Moved combat. God, I really like to get the swing at Liliana.
Then combat
but
met
I
bra.
don't have good attacks for it. Okay. And I don't really want to.
You could.
I could make this guy a 4/4. I don't want to draw 2 and then have to discard 2 unless I discard an artifact, 'cause I don't know if I'll get one. And then Liliana will just make me pitch the next one. Yuck.
You could eat all 4 creatures, kill my Universal Automaton, and put the Goyf down to 8 remaining power, or 4 remaining power for the turn. And then swing through with nothing because you've sacrificed all your creatures.
Correct.
It's a brilliant play I'll never see coming.
It's true. It's true. Alright, I will. Let's see. She's at 6.
And growing, get rid of 2.
I shan't. I don't like this game. Go Schnell.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, nothing, draw, nothing. Okay, good. Land for the turn. Smoldering Marsh. Each of these tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. Exactly 2. We found them. We looked. We found them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tax. Recasting. Disa.
She costs 5?
She costs 7.
No, but like the printed mana
yeah,
value.
it was 5. Yeah,
Printed
mana
mana.
value.
Okay, reveal top card of the library. Mind Stone.
You got me.
Nope, sure didn't.
Okay.
Wanna do a brother a solid and cast something that costs 2?
No. I will go to combat,
God damn it.
and Chris, you will be the subject of my primary Polygoyf.
Yep.
Everyone else gets a myriad copy.
And it's
It is a
7/8.
7/8.
I'm taking it.
7/8 trample.
I'm not gonna block.
Alright.
I'm not gonna blow.
Okay. That's real bad, guys. I
Down
don't
to
know if you're aware.
33.
Okay. I get a Goyf. It is a max Goyf. Out of bottle caps, so we're just gonna put.
No, you're not. Hey!
So what I'm hearing is we have to open beers as fast as he generates Lurgoyfs.
To keep all the Goyfs happy and fed. Second main.
Officer, there were Goyfs.
You don't understand. His dice only went up to 6. Yeah, we're gonna click down Liliana. Oh wait, number of cards in your graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're gonna click down Liliana to 3, and Daniel Pink will get -4/-4 until the end of the turn.
Fuck you will.
No, that's fine. Use your answers.
I want it. Danny Pink dies, I
Is
guess.
that copy a copy of the Poly Goyf?
No,
Or
this
just-
is a Tarmogoyf token.
Okay.
It's in a different sleeve.
I was thinking Polyraptor. I didn't know if it was templated. the
No.
same as that.
Myriad makes a Polygoyf, or because it's Myriad, it makes a Polygoyf
Yep.
token.
Yep.
That gets exiled either at the end of combat or at the end of the turn. I don't know.
I think it ended turn.
Either way.
But the tokens it
The
creates are
token,
Tarmogoyfs.
whenever
Okay.
whenever one or more creatures I control deals combat damage to a player, my commander creates a Tarmogoyf
Okay.
token.
Got it.
Okay. So Daniel Pink took it in the stink.
Yep.
Go ahead, teach.
Sure did.
We are gross.
I had plans for Danny Pink.
Plans for Danny's Pink.
Untap.
At least 2 plans, you say.
Upkeep. Draw.
Shouldn't knock him so much. I do like him as a character.
I like Danny Pink.
I need to get caught up on the Doctor Who.
Land for turn will be a Rejuvenating Springs. It enters untapped because I have 2 or more opponents.
For now. Nelson, quick.
I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Kodama of the West Tree.
I like the mini fade away.
You like that?
Like you exited the table as well as quit. I flipped my chair backwards.
Really gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to. Might as well, right? I'm going to.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 6, 7. I will cast Tanazir again.
Moved.
I'm going to double the +1/+1 counters on Kodama of the West Tree. Up to 2. And then I will pass to Chris.
Oh, 1 times 2.
Untap. Draw this card we all saw coming.
Was it Mind Stone?
It was a Mind Stone. Cast the Mind Stone.
Maybe you should turn the webcam off.
I will. What should I do?
Because we saw it coming.
Oh. I get it. Sometimes you get to get lonely. You don't have to be lonely. Farmsonly.com. Gross. They call it shucking your corn.
Blue red. I will level up Sorcerer class to level 2.
This is Sorcerer Crass.
Creatures I control have tap to add a blue or a red. Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell or to gain a class level. We're going to generate mana one way or another. Pay 2 and 2 more to cast Cone of Cold again. Krark trigger. I flip coin. It is heads. I draw from Cinder Split.
Cold.
So it resolves. I roll twice.
Because you get 2 copies.
Yep. Roll d20. On a 15, tap all creatures your opponents control. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. I get a fairy token for that. On the second one, only way it can improve is if I hit a 20. 19, teasing bitch. But I will get another fairy.
I was going to say, yeah, you get another die roll, so that's a thing.
Guys, you're not going to believe this. Land for the turn.
Hey!
Whoa! I drew one. Those first 2 were in my opening hand. I have not drawn a land since.
Whoa! Nelson should have Vandal Blast.
Yeah, right.
Then I will go to combat. Flip with Cinder Split's trigger. Tails. We stop instantly.
Done.
And Dunzo. Pass turn.
Alright, so I will untap my lands, not my creatures. Upkeep and draw for the turn.
Oof. Yeah, real sad.
Alright, well, Go Gadget Servo will +1 Saheeli to create another Servo. Actually, no, he wouldn't enter tap though, would he? So I'll just put the die up there.
Because that's the 21, right?
Yes, that's only on a 20.
Yeah. That's something I forgot to do. One of the things I really fucking love about Architect is after I upload the deck, I can scroll down to the bottom and see what tokens I'm supposed to bring. And I never do it.
For some reason, I just love going through the deck manually and just figuring it out. It's just like my favorite part of deck building is pulling the tokens, which is kind of weird.
It's your favorite.
It's not weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't even like
I
playing
take
the deck?
I take a certain satisfaction in having all the requisite tokens that a deck requires.
I mean, I brought a
I do too.
$30 card to use as a token, so that made me happy.
That's because you're baller.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to sacrifice a Tom to activate Goblin Bombardment, dealing a damage to Liliana.
Why wouldn't you hurt Chris?
Another Tom to Liliana.
Not even going to use her
And yet
anymore.
another Tom.
Yeah, you're right. You're not.
Because I don't want to have to start discarding when I can't keep up.
But doesn't that?
No, because he had.
Oh, did he?
I have
he had Machine Pope.
Pope is in my
Got it.
graveyard.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Go Schnell.
Fine. Untap. Yeah, that's all I get. Upkeep, nothing. Draw. Oh, I don't know what I did to please you, Margaret. But thank you. Green, other. Take a point. Eternal Witness.
3 mana. Cast trigger.
E-Witness enters the battlefield.
Way to go,
May
Nelson.
return target card from a graveyard in my hand.
I reveal a top card.
Is it a 3?
It is a 3.
Nice. What is it?
Sink into stupor. Return target spell or non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand.
Nice.
I'm going to return.
You get to cast it for free,
Yes.
and you don't have to target my
So
stuff.
E-Witness is on the stack, or you choose a permanent.
Yeah. I will bounce the Kodama.
Ignore.
Tier.
No.
Got it.
No.
I
Oh,
have.
wait, hey. Sorry, cast trigger.
You
I have
might.
to flip.
Yeah,
You
you
might.
might. You might.
You might do other stuff.
I might do it 2 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does that get doubled then?
Yes.
That.
Yeah.
It's a healing.
Yeah,
If he-
Saheeli is
but-
also a problem.
Spell or permanent?
Yeah.
Target spell.
He's going to get that Liliana back if you return if you don't return Eternal Witness.
But then I just get Eternal Witness back.
Yeah, but he needs to spend the mana to do it.
I'll just do other stuff.
You might.
Can I?
Politics.
We're like politics, am I right?
Pile of dicks.
Bounces Bloom Tender.
The Kodama and the Saheeli.
Okay, I have a response.
Counter all the spells.
I'm gonna crack 2 tokens for blue, and I'm gonna mana drain your E-Witness because I don't want to have to discard mana drain, and I'll take the mana.
So you're discarding mana drain anyway.
Wait, hold on a second. Then you can just recast. Do you have green? Hold on, let me see how this works.
Yeah, he just said he can cast it again.
I can't recast it. Oh yeah, I can recast it this turn.
Whatever. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'm not gonna discard it. I'll just bounce this into the room here. Everybody knows I have a mana drain now.
Saheeli's your commander, right?
Yep.
So if this resolves and I cast it, and then I cast Liliana and make
Right.
you discard Saheeli. You
Right,
just attack, so
big
you're fine.
attacks, right.
And then you've got mana drain for tease shit.
Power Balance is a
Not
fun
teasing
card.
shit.
I, so far,
Okay.
like Power
Eternal
Balance.
Witness comes back.
My
I
Joe Joe
will
goes
in
back up
fact
5.
grab Liliana.
Okay.
I knew it!
I know. Now, do I cast Liliana and let Nelson mana drain that?
Oh, and I drew a card from the
because
successful coin flip.
that was probably the better call.
Yeah, you're right.
Because-
I forgot it puts it in your hand, not the battlefield. I
Yeah,
wasn't thinking.
because now
I got too nervous.
Now I'm screwed.
I was
So
nervous. Real
I'm
nervous
gonna
Nelly there.
I'm gonna play my own Rogue's Passage
Excuse me.
and pass to Tej and let his stuff get penetrated.
Nelson wouldn't mana drain my stuff. He's my world.
Not if you use that.
We've
not if you use
established
that Field
this.
of Ruin
He's
on
going to
his
sit on
thieves
that mana
his
drain
rogue's
until my
passage.
turn. As we've established.
We did talk about this earlier today.
Draw.
I'm not going to lie. That knowledge totally changes what was going to cast on my turn.
I figured.
No, that's fine.
I don't fuck.
I see it as a sign of I probably built a good deck.
Yeah,
That everyone is trying to fucking hate me.
I'm real scared.
I
haven't found any way
will.
to draw cards yet. I mean, I could, but I got 2 in my hand now. 2 in the bush.
Card in the hand is worth.
I will cast Kodama of the West Tree.
Or we.
Cast trigger.
Yeah.
Nope, that costs 2.
Alright. Land for turn will be a Terminal Moraine. Bristly Bill will trigger. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Tanazir. And that's all I can do. Go, Chris.
Is Waker the Dead one of those pre-con Lilianas? Or what was...
That was from M19, I believe.
Yeah, from the pre-con.
No.
right?
that was in the set.
M21 in the set.
In the set, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I am 21. My bad. I'm drawing a Brazen Dwarf.
To be fair, M19, 20, and 21 will kind of blend together in my brain.
Yeah, same here. But I still miss corsets.
After sorting through several of them, fuck corsets. As somebody who has a lot of cards, stop reprinting shit. I don't need 48 more copies of
Yes, you do.
Timberwolves.
I will cast a Pixie Guide.
Though I am excited about that dumb cube. I don't know if you guys looked at my list at all
I'm
and
excited
figured
for that
out.
too.
Yeah.
1/3 flyer. If I would roll 1 or more dice, instead I roll that many plus 1 and ignore the lowest.
Because again, that I feel turns and I want to make it a draft cube for multiplayer.
That guy has
It
reach.
turns it into a weird like joust,
Yeah.
especially with some of the green spells where it's you get +3 and
I
2
will
for
move to
everyone in the
combat.
graveyard. Okay, well now it's +18. Like,
1 heads. 2 heads.
now it's a tails to make up the last turn.
So I draw 2.
You're still gonna average 1 because math.
I don't talk about math in this house. No, take 2 fine.
Block with my not flyer. 36. Oh wait, I can't do math. Sorry. You're gonna stay at 38.
Second main phase. Land for the turn. I don't word so good, guys.
Second main phase.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Because you're sleep deprived as a parent of a
Oh.
very small child.
He's almost 4 whole months.
So you haven't slept in 4 whole months.
Correct.
He's almost 2 whole years.
Right. I will tap the Chivalry for a blue, putting me at 31.
Becca.
For mana, I will cast Netherese Puzzle Ward.
She usually naps from like 9 till like 3 a.m. when I go, hey, I just fed him again. I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, you gotta tap him.
And then I'm up at 7 again the next morning when she goes to work. I'm like, okay, he's my kid again. I love you, kid, but
Pass to Nelson.
Dad wants to sleep.
I'm so tired. Not of you.
My creatures do untap now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn.
Again, only like 6 more years before that kid's playing Magic.
Yeah.
Two. 3, 4. Unwinding clock.
Shit.
Untap all artifacts I control during each other player's untap step.
Boo. Oh, Money Clock's so fucking
Yeah.
much.
That's one of those
Good
cards
card.
that if you have a requisite number of artifacts, you could just auto-include it every time.
Yeah.
I will move to combat.
I don't know why combat has that.
Because it should.
It should.
Go Chanel.
Untap. Oh, I missed you. Untapped creatures.
Oh, you cast on Land Clock. Sorry, cast trigger. Land on top.
Don't untap my Everflowing.
Yep. Land for the turn.
Your Dark Steel
Wing.
Citadel.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay. Myriad is attacking a player, not a planeswalker, right? The token. It doesn't have any reminder attacks, so looking closer doesn't fucking do anything. I'm gonna go to combat. Teach. I'm sending Polygoyf and Tarmogoyf at you. The rest of you get a Polygoyf Trampley token.
That's still 7, right?
Yeah.
7 8s.
7 8s.
Yeah, damn.
I will think about my next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially 10. They have trample?
This one does. The Tarmogoyf regular does not.
I will block the non-trample with
Okay.
my Kodama of the West Tree, and I will take 7 from the other one.
Okay.
I have a myriad token.
You have a
coming
myriad
at me.
token coming at you. It
And then
is a 7/8 trampler.
I'm going to attempt to do something.
Okay.
Tap those 2 lands. Tap these 3 for mana. Going to cast Faraday's Fireball. Cast trigger. I flip a coin. Come on, Krark. Nope. I will not be casting Faraday's Fireball, and I will be taking 7.
I will not be blocking, so I will take 7, going down to 26.
I get another Tarmogoyf. I need a bottle cap.
Here.
There we go. As I get another
2,
Tarmogoyf
3, 4,
token
5, 6, 7.
via Disa.
Kodama is dead. Don't like that.
Nope.
Okay. Liliana, Waker of the Dead.
Mana drain, mana drain, mana drain, mana drain.
It's on the stack.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna hang on to the
Okay.
Why'd you look at me before you decided that?
card. I didn't. I just looked up.
Just looked up.
At you.
Alright. So, she moved to 4. 4 things in the graveyard. I'm gonna click her down to 1. Teej, Bristlebane, Billy Bristle. That guy. -4, -4. Just till the end of the turn.
Dirty rat. You killed my brother. You dirty rat.
-4.
Correct.
Stop it. Response.
So, target creature gets so what I'm targeting with is Liliana's second ability, -3. Target creature gets -X until the end of the turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. So that ability is on the stack. I word it in such a way because I do have Commander Sphere out, so if you want to be like, pump it up just enough to live, I can like Commander Sphere to know.
Response. I will activate my Terminal Moraine to put a basic land on the battlefield, which is going to put a +1/+1 counter on Tanazir. And Bristly Bill is gone.
Okay. Go ahead, Teach.
Alright, shit is getting out of hand.
Agreed. And he's really doing the smart thing and stopping me in my tracks.
I'm attacking everyone as equally as I can while controlling the super super synergistic shit that you have.
No,
and
no.
living in absolute, like, gut-wrenching fear of mana drain at any fucking moment.
I don't know what mana drain.
What mana drain? Counter spells? How do you counter a spell?
In my decks?
Yeah. Granite countertop spells? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
I've heard of those.
Alright, Chris.
Plus, half of Chris's deck is stopping Chris anyway, so I'm not as concerned.
That's okay. I enjoy the randomness.
Every response comes with a coin
this is
flip and
fun,
a
I
swear
like
word.
it.
Yep.
It is exactly the kind of deck I would build.
Untap.
I have an answer for that. Or do I?
I don't have an answer. I have a statement for that? Maybe. The statement is maybe.
Land for turn. Be a snow-covered forest. I am going to.
Teach, if you swing with Tanazir, I will make Rogue's Passage targeted so it can't be blocked at Chris.
What the shit?
Just stirring the pot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We like to have fun here.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Throw shit on the floor?
Yep.
I thought that's what you were going to do too.
Stand by.
Stand back, stand by.
Technical difficult. Oh, I got it. All right. I'm going to cast Wave Goodbye. Return each creature without a +1/+1 counter on it to its owner's hand. 1, 2,
I hate that.
3, 4.
I mean, I'm not thrilled. Chris, I assume you have mayhaps?
No.
Well, shite.
Well, hold on.
That grunt sure made it seem like you were considering something. Oh, I don't want to do it here.
No, I don't have a response to that.
Alright.
No responses.
All right.
Creatures only, right?
Yep.
Creaturesonly.com.
Do you know you've got an island?
Yeah. That's why I clarified the bottle caps are not +1/+1 counters. They are dice modifiers.
That's true.
I am going to move to combat.
I should have put +1/+1 counters on my
I still can't do what I want.
in retrospect.
God damn it.
I am going to attack Schnell with Tanazir, and I'm going to attack Liliana with Bloom Tender. And whenever Tanazir attacks, I may have the base power and toughness of other creatures I control become equal to Tanazir's power and toughness until end of turn. So Bloom Tender's hitting you for a whopping 7.
She's hitting Liliana for 7.
That is
Liliana
correct.
was at 1.
Yep. I'm aware.
Okay. And I take 6 command.
And you take 6 commander.
Liliana enters the graveyard with 6 stun counters now.
So I click up the Teach section
Correct.
and then hit back to game because it's intuitive and I've used apps before.
Second main, I will cast my Sanctum Weaver.
Okay.
And I will pass to Chris.
Untap.
Nothing's over.
Upkeep. I roll a d4, thanks to Netherese Puzzle Lord. At the beginning of your upkeep, roll a d4, scry X, where X is the result. Whenever you roll a die's highest natural result, draw a card. I scry 1. Do I want that? Yeah, I'll leave that on top.
What's the island?
Draw that. I mean, at that point, my only blue source amongst lands was a Shiver Reef. Land for the turn. Playing around.
What's the third row from the bottom? Right above the swamp, that blue card. Is that Beard in the Sea? No, that's not.
That
That's an
is
adventure card.
Decorated Knight. That was the You Own a Store promo
Ah, nice.
from
Throwing a bell ring.
well, yeah,
Or the holiday.
a 2019 holiday.
Yeah.
So it's present arms is the adventure. Exchange your library with another deck you own from outside the game. Shuffle your library. And then Decorated Knight is a 3/3. Whenever Decorated Knight attacks, draw a card from your original deck if it's outside the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then I will.
I think, yeah, I filled in, and I have 2 copies of Stalking Tiger.
7.
I don't know where my second one came from because it doesn't have the holiday stamp on it.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they printed that special or if I got a misprint one.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that one. But yeah, Stalking Tiger was the first one I got when I opened my original store, and then
this for
all the way
red.
through Top Deck the Halls.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll cast a Chaos Channeler.
So 2013 to 2020.
That's awesome.
Is my store
Didn't they do one?
ownership.
Didn't they do one year something about humbug? Like it's like insect
That
bug
is, yeah, no, I have all of them in between. So,
Yeah.
Bog Humbugs.
That's it. Bug
Yeah.
humbug.
Feywild Trickster will cast.
The melody is.
That guy again.
I'm
If I
going
could
to
read music.
discard OK and I have Chaos. Then I will.
Oh yes, I like my magic cards framed on the
Pass
wall
to Nelson.
because I've got a bunch of historically significant ones to myself, and then I also included some just stupid, like, stone throwing devils because of the band, because apparently it's a racial slur, which I never heard because I don't know all the races and how to hate them properly.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Dockside Extortionist.
Cast Trigger. Guildless Commons.
I have one of those.
I like that land.
This is the first time I've ever put it in a deck.
Sir, isn't that
Same.
uncommon?
It is.
Oh, are you gonna recast Dockside? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got 2.
1.
That's 3.
Thought I had. Oh, because Chris bounced it.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Or no, Teeth
9,
bounced it.
10. 10.
10.
You're welcome.
Alright, so that's...
Good
10 is gonna give me 15.
Jesus fuck.
Treasure count 15. 3 treasures. Saheeli, Sublime, Artificer.
Can you guys cast something threatening to get that
Whenever I
mana
cast...
drain out of his hand?
Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I create a 1/1 servo artifact creature token, and then I can drop her down 2 to make an artifact I control become a copy of another target artifact or creature I control until end of turn, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types.
So, despite only leading by 4 life, I assume everything I do at this point is threatening.
Okay.
So I'll try.
Alright, I'm gonna crack 3 more treasures, and I'm gonna cast Foundry Inspector. Then I will tap my Everflowing Chalice to activate my Mirror Works. So I will have 2. I'm going to put that up here. So I've got 2 Foundry Inspectors. So artifact creature spells, or artifact spells right now, are discounted by 2 for me.
For me?
For me?
For me only.
For me.
Just for me,
I
though.
wish I had a way to draw a card.
Me too. Et moi aussi.
Cool. I will pass the turn to Schnell.
Untap.
I will be untapping my Darksteel Citadel and my Everflowing
Draw.
Chalice.
Mother. You guys bouncing all my shit. Still not thrown by. So we'll need that, so I gotta arrange my land because I'm planning out everything in stages because I'm gonna ask, will this be mana drain after every fucking spell? So we will start off with.
Do you have any like Thopters or Flyers?
Nope, not right now.
You have a dragon.
I do. Polygoyf.
Yeah, what a bitch.
Will this be countered?
No.
He's a bitch.
Smart.
Oh, he's a bitch. House.
Bitcha. Just let it all bitch out. Tarmogoyf, the real one. Will this be countered?
No.
It is shiny. Does that affect your decision?
Nick.
Shit. Well, shit.
My commander.
There it is. There it is.
Be the one to do so you don't get. But then that opens up TG Chris to do other stuff too.
It does open them up, and
You are my
I
world.
will tell you this up front. You are my solar system.
Oh,
You
oh,
fuck.
dude,
You
you
fuck.
do.
And also,
dude.
Tej bounced my E-Witness. So, if you do counter it, I'll probably just let it go to the graveyard. And then
You win it back, right?
And you've seen, I've interacted with my graveyard a couple of times already.
I'm actually not
Listen.
going to counter that.
Putting spells in my graveyard.
Spinning webs. He's spinning webs of
No,
lies.
no, I'm not running Shelob. I'm not running Shelob. This is Disa.
I left her at home. Oh, you have one too. That's right.
Yeah. Go teach.
Nelson.
Now that all my shit is resolved properly.
We are the world. We are the children.
My muse, Rebecca.
I had that saved on my phone because I was going to set it as my ringtone. And then I realized my phone's been on silent for the last 4 years. You are my muse, Rebecca. Also, Bob Odenkirk voices that character on American Dad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mm-hmm. Counter it, Nelson. Counter it. He's thinking real hard.
Galaxy is still out there, Teach. That's all I'm going to say.
I can go way deeper. That's why I only went up by one fucking step. Because I knew if I had to fucking one up him, if I get countered, I can go deeper. Deeper into space.
I'm gonna cast Colonian Hydra.
Ooh.
Enters with 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and whenever it attacks,
Let me reveal the top card of my
double the number
library.
of counters on each creature I control.
You should stop that one.
That's probably the one.
You are my world.
That's probably the one.
You.
That's 5 mana for you.
It is.
That's so much mana.
Yeah, you got a spell you want to cast.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to draw that shit out of me.
Come on. Prove me wrong, Nelson. Don't sit in all that removal just for
Nelson,
me.
how many times have you countered Chris's shit?
I know, I don't have
And
any,
then he
I
gets
don't have
super
any other
fucking
way I
sad.
know how to deal with the Hydra. I got a mana drain the Hydra.
Alright.
Leave that up there so I don't forget. Is it 5?
It's 5.
Okay. Or here, I'll just do this. But now, what's this?
We're gonna find out.
Alright. On that note.
Nelson, I'm attacking you with Tanazir Quandary.
I am going to.
Oh, also that's a non-creature spell, so I do get a servo from
I really got a piece of
Saheeli. Yes, but I was waiting for that mana drain.
Yeah. I feel like Teej is about to combo off.
Yeah,
in a
I feel
second,
like it.
So.
I'm gonna try.
Do it.
Freed from the real. Targeting Sanctum Weaver.
Can't do nothing.
Gives you infinite.
Gives me infinite.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
I have a response for that.
There we go.
Ooh, and his Krark's not out. It might actually
Wait.
dissolve.
Actually, I can't do it. Never mind. I can't.
Seriously?
It's got
Alright.
ward too.
He's got ward also.
Ward as well.
Okay.
Infinite mana.
Here we go, boys. Do it. Do it.
I can Blue Sun Zenith my entire library into my hand,
Yep.
and then Blue Sun Zenith all of you bitches.
Yep.
Yep.
Ending with Nelson because you're my world.
Oh, thanks, boo. So I lose last?
Yes. Oh, technically no.
No, we all lose at the same time.
No, you lose at the beginning of your
Hold on,
turn.
yeah.
Chanel's gonna lose last.
That's fine. It's the thought that counts.
So first, I'm going to Blue Sun Zenith X equals however many
Hold
cards
on.
are in my library. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Hold on.
Yep.
This isn't over. Even if he does this, we're playing it out.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because Chanel's got
Okay,
6.
so the first thing you're doing is Blue
Smells
Sun
like
Zenithing
Chronicles.
for how much?
However many cards are in my library.
It's
Targeting
too bad I don't have a way
yourself?
of Flash in the
Yes.
elixir of immortality that's in my deck.
If you need a number, I'll count it up.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, shit. Shit ass shit. I wasn't thinking.
Oh wait, no. You force us to draw.
When you went to enchant your your
we-
guy, I
You
should've
would lose every
responded.
time I target you. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. We don't lose on our turns.
No,
we
you lose during my turn.
on his turn.
I should have responded.
Um,
So it is free from the real. I forgot. I have a goblin bombardment.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
killed it. I forgot. My bad.
You still can.
In response to the yeah, but it's still
Yeah,
has
I know.
enough to
I
try.
know.
It's
Yeah.
too late. It's too late.
It's too late. The damage
I
is
don't know
done.
if this will do anything.
Does Chris
but
actually have a thing?
I don't know. I'm trying to. I honestly don't know.
This determines if you can go pee or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to too. So
I.
Either shit or get off the pot, so I can get on the pot.
I'll touch your leg.
Wait, what do I have to do to make that happen?
Be his world.
Okay. I'm just. Sure, I'll draw my deck. That's fine.
But then you lose because he makes you draw more than your deck. And when you can't draw your library,
You lose that first draw.
yeah.
What are you attempting to do?
Draw an
Are
answer.
you changing the target?
Because I had that thought too.
So you're going
if he
to-
just makes me draw my deck and
Okay.
then says go,
Here's what I'm going to do.
I win.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I go untap during my upkeep.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Before my draw, I'm going to cast a spell.
I'm going to sacrifice Chaos
oh, wait, no, I
Channeler.
think it's way too.
Well, I guess I'll let you finish.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. X is 74.
Can any of you make him draw a card?
Nope.
Oh. Running dumb attacking creatures. You guys were so worried about.
Okay.
I
I'm
guess
going
I
to,
could.
I'm going to sacrifice this
To what?
Blue Sun Zenith's still on the
to
stack, right?
cast Flare of Duplication. I'm going
Okay.
to copy the Blue Sun Zenith,
And target teach?
target Teach.
Nice!
So draw 74.
So you do it twice and you lose on the second resolution.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
All right.
Wait,
so I'm
hold
gonna
on,
draw
hold on, hold
nope.
on, hold on. So Blue Sun Zenith is on the stack, right?
Correct.
Now this is on the stack
Yep.
targeting that?
Yep.
Can I still target the original Blue Sun Zenith potentially?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could.
Because it's on the
Alright.
stack.
Oh wait, I can only activate it as sorcery. Never mind.
Correct.
Because I could
All
try
right.
to draw a counter spell.
So I'm gonna draw all my things from the copy.
Yes. So you draw 74.
Yeah. 74. This gets shuffled in.
Yes.
Well, no, the copy would get shuffled in.
The copy gets shuffled in. Thank you.
Yep.
Now, with the original on the stack, with infinite mana, what can I do at instant speed?
I'm sure something, but I'm trying.
I don't know.
Well, what color is the? I assume it's infinite blue.
It's
Infinite
infinite
blue
any
and
color.
green.
Yeah.
It taps for any color.
Because I can tap for any color, so I get infinite blue.
Oh,
to do that. So I have infinite.
I got you.
That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. I do have.
I hope you have a counter target spell. Draw a card.
Dismiss.
I have a Drown in Dreams. That will also help. Shit.
Target player draws X. Target player mills.
It was taking me a while to decide because I was trying to play through it in my head and realize exactly how this would
Ah, yeah.
do stuff. I am not the stacky rules lawyers, priority, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety that you guys are.
So I have
So with the
this
second,
targeting me.
Yep.
this one's still on the stack.
Yeah.
The original.
I need to put something into my graveyard 74 times.
Yep.
That's what's gonna fuck me.
You can still eliminate another player. With
I can eliminate 2 players.
Anyone need anything from the beer fridge?
No, I'm good. Oh, yeah.
On top of my grave.
All covered in
On top of
cheese.
my library.
So if he can't pull this off, he could
I'm
kingmaker
gonna.
somebody.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be Nelson because he's my world.
I will take the Nelson victory instead of the Teach victory.
See, you guys were laughing,
Yeah.
but not this world.
Player draw 74, shuffle it. Yeah, no. I'm fucked.
Wow, nice. Good thing
Okay.
Krark wasn't on there to stifle your plans.
That's precisely why I didn't cast him last time.
Here's how I'm
Okay.
gonna do this.
Yeah, let's.
I'm actually going to get Nelson and Schnell because you made the play that stopped me and you deserve the win.
Oh,
So
That's how I
what
wanna
is-
do it.
What does Nelson
74?
get?
So, nope. So,
Sorry.
Yep, so in response to my Blue Sun Zenith, I can cast Drown in Dreams with infinite mana. Choose one. If I control my commander as I cast a spell, I can choose both, which I do.
Yep.
Target player is going to draw X cards, and target player is going to mill twice X cards.
Ah, got it.
Yeah, so I can.
so yeah,
you draw,
I'm done.
you mill. But no, I'm going to make you draw, you mill.
Good call.
That's how I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So I'm
thought it
drawing
out.
74.
You're going to draw $1 million, and you're going to mill $1 million.
$2
You're
million.
$2 million.
So I lose.
I feel like it would not be fair to.
I know. I would.
You got it. No, you got it. That was a good play. You stopped me. You deserve the win for that one.
Perfect. We'll take it after I urinate. This was the maiden voyage for Krark's Casino Games, and even though it was a pretty slow start for this deck, the average fun per card was pretty off the charts. Everything in this deck sparked the kind of randomness and fun that I expected. Even when my commander was like single-handedly stifling my plans, it's still fun. This deck is not meant to be overly powerful. It is literally just meant to be random and fun, minus like the slog that chaosy type decks can generally degenerate into. If I had to pick an MVP for this game, it would be Flare of Duplication, making Tej draw his deck prematurely, and then having to do it again kind of messed up his plans. The win was a bit of a kiss your sister kind of Pyrrhic victory. Tej was able to eliminate any two players. He gifted me the win just because I was the one that interrupted his win. Even though Flare was my MVP, I want to give a shout out to Power Balance. This card was a lot of fun. I don't find it degenerate like Counterbalance was. That card is just awful. I think this deck is just the right level of fun and power. As long as it's not a land sitting on top of your deck, this deck is just, everybody's doing stuff. It keeps you engaged. It's just fun, surprising. I loved it. As for my opponent's decks tonight, Tanazir, like most of Tej's decks, like it doesn't seem like it's an overly strong commander, but Tej's deck building ability can turn any dragon into an absolute monster that wins out of nowhere. As soon as that mana drain was out of Nelson's hand this game, it was absolutely going to be hunting season. I had some big plays coming up as well. That mana drain was the only thing I think kind of keeping Tej in check for a few rounds there. The new Lurgoyf deck from Schnell, terrifying. I've read that commander a couple times. I thought nothing of it. Seeing it in play was awful. I don't know if it was just a function of that Polygoyf trampling and Myriad and pumping all tokens, but that is a frightening deck. That can go away for a little bit. Thankfully, he's got 100 other decks to play. And Nelson's Saheeli deck, the cost reduction that Saheeli can grant to the colorless spells in his deck, equally terrifying. Literally anything can come out of that deck in a moment's notice. 2 Docksides had him being able to cast tons of stuff. Thankfully, he didn't hit a lot of that card velocity to keep refilling his hand and just pooping things out. We've seen that deck do disgusting things before. But yeah, after all said and done, I loved this deck. This deck's going to be coming back pretty fast. There's a lot of other fun things that didn't see the light of day today. I can't wait to play.
Tanazir, the Simic Gimmick deck I built for our unofficial Simic Gimmick Challenge. The only Simic dragon in existence right now, +1/+1 encounters, was a theme. The gimmick I decided on was infinite mana, which I can do a lot of shit with. Ideally, I want to play into the +1/+1 encounter theme, and I can use infinite mana to do that. But at a moment's notice, I can throw out things like Blue Sun Zenith or the other thing, the Dreams one. Fuck, I already forgot what it's called. Because I don't play it enough to remember the name or whatever. But I was sitting on Free from the Real for a long time this game, if you're not aware, you can play it. It's an aura. You pay a blue to tap enchanted creature or pay a blue to untap enchanted creature. I have a lot of creatures in the deck. I could potentially put this on to generate infinite mana. Tonight it was Sanctum Weaver, which adds X mana of any one color where X is the number of enchantments I control. So with just those 2 cards, I can generate infinite mana. I can tap the Sanctum Weaver for blue mana as many times as I want, then float all that blue mana, start tapping Sanctum Weaver for green mana as many as I want. So I have infinite mana of any color that I need. I was initially wanting to use Bristly Bill to activate the 3 mana and 2 green to double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature I control. That's initially what I wanted to use all that mana for, to build up 3 creatures and just attack all of my opponents, because I had the Kadama of the West Tree giving them all trample, and that's how I wanted to win the game. But Schnell was just picking off all my creatures with +1/+1 counters on it, rightfully so. He didn't know what I was going to do, he just knew he needed to control me a little bit, and he really slowed me down. And then after finding out that Nelson had a mana drain in his hand, I just needed to play around that mana drain because I was afraid of Freed from the Real being countered. So finally on the final turn, I baited out that mana drain with the Colonian Hydra. Nelson countered it, and then I tried to win from there. But Chris pulled a trick out of his ass right there, which made me draw my entire library before I wanted to draw my entire library. With that Blue Sun Zenith on the stack targeting myself, I was going to have to draw 74 cards again, and I just could not find a way to close out the game and win. But I did have a way to close out the game, and I decided that I was going to allow Chris to win that game, simply because he was the one who stopped me. He deserved the win there. I wouldn't have felt good about handing the win over to Nelson, who is my world, even though he is my world. That would not have been. I would not have slept well tonight if I did that. So I did give Chris the win. He rightfully deserved it. We saw a lot of cool things tonight. Saheeli is always a blast to play. I like seeing what Nelson's gonna cheat out with all his mana, his mana rocks and his artifacts. Seeing a retooled dice rolling deck from Chris over there. I know that the dice rolling mechanic is one of his favorites, so he just kind of took it in a different direction than he initially had it, and I can't wait to see him play that deck some more because I want to see all the cool dice rolling things he can get up to with that deck. And Schnell, once again, coming in with a very Schnell deck. Lurgoyf, Kindred, fantastic, very threatening. I can't wait to see that deck again either. We had 4 good decks tonight. I guess counting myself, all of us were playing something really, really cool. It was a great game. I wanted to end it like a million times, but it lasted as long as it did, and it was a blast. Just playing around information that we should have known, not known, all sorts of things. It just made for a really interesting game within the game of just playing around stuff. So I really had a blast with this. Good job, Chris, on stopping me in my tracks. Good job, Schnell, for helping out. And Nelson, you are my role.
So this was a really fun night. The first thing I need to point out, though, is that Chris missed, I should say, a huge opportunity for a solid joke, where he was calling it the maiden voyage of his Krark's Casino Games deck, and I feel like he could have called it the maiden voyage of, Krark's Riverboat Gambling or Krark's Riverboat Casino Games or something like that. Just a little, pun there for everybody. The deck, though, was awesome. Chris had his dice roll chaos type deck. I actually just took apart Faraday to put pieces back into Saheeli. I just couldn't get Faraday off the ground. I'll probably bring it back at some point just for a one-off, appearance here. Definitely like the idea of chaos and kind of more random disruption, but the deck I built with Faraday, even though I thought it was a cool list, in theory didn't really work in principle the way I wanted it to, and needs a lot of work before it comes back. I really like what Chris did there. The way that he was able to stop Tej dead in his tracks was very impressive. A great play, and made easier by the fact that Krark was not on the board to potentially stifle his spell. I thought I was excited to bring Saheeli back. The problem I ran into, I had so much mana, and when Saheeli was on the board, at that point I had multiple servos and other artifacts on the board and at one point 15 treasure tokens or something like that. So Darksteel Forge would have been nice to find just to make my artifacts indestructible. Any of the Eldrazi that I have in there, Omniscience would have been fun because I could have just started playing stuff for free that way. the deck's been on camera before, and it's shined, shown what it can do, what it can pop into. The problem was I couldn't find any of my card draw, so Chris made the point. I didn't have much card velocity, and that's really one of the things that held me back. I kind of just dirtled and did random shit. It was really cool to cast Dockside twice when my opponents had a bunch of artifacts and enchantments out. I got to thank Chris for that because he had way more than Chanel and Teach did. But I didn't really have much to sink my mana into, so I could crack some treasures after Teach had bounced all of our creatures back to our hands, but really didn't get the deck off the ground, though you could see it in fits and starts of what it's trying to do. Tanazir, Quandrix, Simic Gimmick, anything where you're doubling counters can get out of control. Anything where you've got Simic's ability to go infinite can get out of control. I love Freed from the Real. That was one of the win cons that I had in my Zaxara, the Exemplary deck. That's Sultai, but still has access to blue and green. And, being able to generate infinite mana off of Zaxara to dump into something. Walking Ballista was in there at one point as a win con for Freed from the Real, but also just being able to dump a bunch of stuff, casting Torment the Hailfires or whatever. There are ways to end the game. So Freed from the Real is a card I really like. Chanel's Lurgoyf deck is a scary Larry for sure. Just fucking, he read what his commander did, and to be really honest, I've got like super magic product fatigue right now. I couldn't tell you what's in Modern Horizons 3 other than that cool card that Chris played, and then Chanel's commander. Holy shit, that thing is a house. And at first, when he took it out and showed it, I thought that it was Naya colors, and I was like, wow, it does that, but it doesn't have access to black. And then I looked again and went, oh god, it's Jund, and he's got so many ways to interact with his graveyard now. I love that deck. I think it's probably a house. You saw all three of us having to react to everything he was doing, trying to play around what he was doing, respond to what he was doing. That is the sign of a very well-built, very powerful deck, and I can't wait to see what it can do in the future, because I didn't really love his Hazazen deck because it just blew up lands and shit all the time, and that's another scary deck. But this one I think is even scarier because it's, instead of like mass land removal and land hate, it's just, I'm gonna make a bunch of fucking massive creatures. Seeing something that costs 3 mana that can be pumped up very, very quickly, especially when he has something like the Liliana, where he's going to force us to put stuff in the bin and power up his creatures that way. Oh, it has Trample and Myriad. That card is insane and was very scary. So I'm looking forward to seeing that deck too. Thought it was a lot of fun for very well matched, I think, decks. Very interesting game, and I enjoy this one a lot.
My MVP, absolutely Liliana. And ironically, it was one of the last cards I threw in the deck, just because with Disa and her first ability of anytime a Lurgoyf goes into the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, I get it into play. So I figured if I'm discarding it, if I'm entombing it, something like that. And at the end, as I was putting it together, I realized I wasn't running any Planeswalkers, I wasn't running any battles. So I needed those card types in the deck. I found, I think, 2 Planeswalkers that I liked. I found a battle that I liked. I didn't have a copy of the other one that I wanted, but I at least got it in there so I could max out the number of card types available. And Liliana ended up helping me so much by forcing everyone to discard, growing the Goyf or the Goyves. Anyway, making all the Lurgoyfs bigger and bigger and bigger. It was great. It was a huge threat. I'm not used to drawing this much hate with a deck, so I think this is one of the best decks I've ever built, because everyone wanted to kill it. And normally I want to kill people who have better decks than me, so I guess this is what I've been doing to people, and I deserve it. The coin flip, dice roll, random deck, I would probably already have this deck built if I even had the thought of just going completely chaotic. I usually take things a step further. I kind of want to build a deck that every card includes the words "can't unless." So I've started putting that one together, but it's same colors, same concept, just weird restrictions. Tej and the Simic Gimmick. I'm glad when I found out that me just poking him randomly slowed him down, because I get real scared because all of the decks that I've built that are Simic gimmicks just go off like out of nowhere. So anytime pieces start to work together, if you can remove those pieces, get rid of those pieces. Nelson's deck with artifacts, it's another deck after my own heart. I love artifacts. I built too many of them. I didn't expect him to get the win, and he kind of didn't. So, but he was such a threatening position that it was interesting to see where he was going without the card draw, and he didn't luck into what he needed. I suppose Chris technically got the win, but yeah, Teach controlled this game at the end, so that's why I was confused there. Overall, I'm gonna play this deck again. I can't think of any tweaks other than maybe adding getting a copy of the battle that I did not have, so that I have at least 2 of those, and I can better represent all of the card types. Nelson's deck with card draw, I'm pretty sure we'll get the next win. Chris with better card coin flips, which that was actually kind of interesting to see a 50-50 result in 1 card per turn average, because statistically that's what it was supposed to do, and that's what it did. So it's just a math puzzle, and that doesn't sound like the type of game that Chris likes to play, but it's the deck that he likes to build, so it's kind of an interesting play on that. But yeah, stay tuned, check out other stuff we've done, please like and subscribe, and I don't know, thank you so much for watching.